Hey guys, we've got a special exclusive interview with Mark Inglis, who's just become the New Zealand Scouting Ambassador. So let's go meet him. What do you love about scouting?
Oh, I think it's that A word, adventure, you know, and because for me, so much of life is about challenge, you know, and the best way, and that's what adventure is, you know, expands people's horizons. And to just see so many motivated kids out here, seeing so many different things that they can do, and them all excited, you know, some of the things are really going to challenge them, but every one of them will grow because of it, and that's what you get out of challenge, you get growth.
Okay. So I think the question that everyone wants to ask is, how did you get involved into scouting?
Oh, I was growing up in Geraldine, and I didn't do any of the usual sports, you know. I was hopeless at ball sports, you know. Team sports always got me upset because, you know, either I wasn't doing well enough or everyone else was doing better. And I had a real passion for the outdoors. For one of my teachers actually was a mountaineer, and one of the first ways of being able to get out and about and to do new stuff was actually Scouts, and it was just such an exciting thing. I think I'm just your classic ADD kid, you know. It's I still am, you know. I'm always trying to find something new, and that's what Scouting did, you know. As well as having the structure to it, and the morals and everything else behind it. So all of those things fit in together to make it absolutely ideal.
Okay. How did you feel being up in front of all the thousands of Scouts out there and doing the Promise for the first time?
Well, actually, that was my second time I've done the Promise, because I was a young Scout and you know, back there, so it was remembering how to do the Promise and everything else, and it really sunk in actually standing up there in front of you know, 4,000 Scouts that, you know, I was actually taking on quite a responsibility, and it was a huge privilege.
Cool. Mark, you've walked your talk, so what's any advice you could give to any of the youth of today?
I sort of sum it up as, you know, challenge is the essence of life, but every dream that you have will always just remain a wish unless you take the first step. So you've got to take that first step, and then you just got to keep on going, never stop.
I love that, I love that. In your opinion, how do you think scouting helps the youth of today?
Gee, how does scouting help the youth of today?
Well, how does it benefit? How do we benefit from scouting, in your opinion?
The really hard part to answer that question is actually that it benefits in so many different ways. You know, it really is. It's both the whole concept of getting out, having an adventure, but also having responsibility, having, you know, a moral code to work to. You know, all of those things are things that in a lot of society now, you know, are really hard to find, and it's great to find them in Scouts.
Cool, thank you. And you currently made the Scouting Ambassador. So what is a role of the Scouting Ambassador? What is it?
Well, I think it's the first time you've had an Adventure Plus ambassador, so I'll make up the rules as I go along, I think. Yeah. What I want to do is I want to help the profile of Scouts.
Okay.
I want to be able to help work with Scouts as well, so I'll be at many events, but it's also working with sponsors and just helping raise the really positive profile that Scouting has.
Okay, and so what is your plans to do in the next couple of months, and what types of stuff are you going to do to raise this profile, if you can share with us?
When Chris tells me, I'll be able to tell you, okay? So at the moment, well, I'm here for most of the Jamboree, here for today, then back for the last 3 days, and so that's really important. I have a lot of media opportunities in my life, and you know, as a professional corporate motivator and speaker, I'm up in front of businesses and large international corporations all the time, and I'll be weaving the story of Scouts through in the same way as I'm an ambassador for Outward Bound, and I'll weave that through in the same way as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So what did you give up to come here? You are quite a busy man.
Well, I gave up some precious time with my family actually, but then a lot of other people here have done the same thing. That's why I have to scoot away. I've got my sister-in-law's birthday tomorrow, and then my son's birthday just after that.
Wow. And
then I'll be back for a few days, yeah.
Okay. Mark, you've travelled around the Jamboree site, so what do you like about what's impressed you?
the thing that impresses me about the Jamboree side is just the variety, you know. There's so many cool things to do, you know. I never got to go to a Jamboree as a scout, you know. God, I've just been out on the motorbikes, fantastic, you know, so much fun. This climbing wall and this abseiling tower, you know, it's the Flying Fox, I'm looking straight over the back here, and there's an obstacle course for wheelchairs, you know. I'm going to go and show them how to do that, you know. You know, it's, so there are so many different things. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mark, and it's been a great pleasure to have you here, especially being a brand new scouting ambassador.